And we'll say majorities,
everybody
and let's
that
say
will give them a
majority
chance.
also. Can the majority of men cheat more, or the majority of women cheat more? We're not going to talk about a small minority of people. We're
I
talking
feel
about
like
the
women
majority.
could cheat more.
Majority of women cheat
Yeah.
more. What do you think?
I think women cheat more. We get away with it easier.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Damn.
think it's 50-50.
50-50. What about you?
Women for sure.
What do you think?
We're making ourselves look bad, guys.
I would say
I mean, not
men.
me.
It's okay to be
Well, yeah, not
honest.
me,
Yeah,
but
this
I'm
is
saying
being
women
honest.
in
I would say
general.
men.
You say men?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would say men. It's more open
Really?
too.
Okay.
And accepted.
I think
Women
it's an
stay
emotional
knowing.
It's
thing.
definitely women, and I'll explain to you why. So y'all have all the guys coming to y'all, okay? And this is why a guy should not trust you going on a trip, okay? Because women are the ones that are majority cheating. If a guy is logical at all, why would I want my woman going and doing and putting her in a position to go cheat when women are the ones that usually cheat? Women are usually the ones that are going to go do this. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but like, if you don't trust me, then you don't need to be with me.
You
That's
gotta-
my biggest thing. If you
if
can't
you-
trust me to go on a trip with my girlfriends, then you don't need to be with me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It ain't about
A
the
guy
trust.
should not pick you if you're
There's
if you're
no
willing to
point
go on
being-
girls
I don't-
trips.
I don't-
Yes,
No.
yes,
I don't
you're,
feel
yeah.
like it's
and that,
about-
but
If
that's
the
what's gonna
determining-
happen.
If
Like,
that's the determining factor, if the trust is laying on me hanging out with my girlfriends, then don't be with me.
and what you
Because
gotta
if I
understand.
haven't showed you that I was faithful this entire time, that a girl's trip is gonna be the determining factor. Peace out. Love you.
You gotta
Well-
like once again, you gotta understand. Men care about loyalty. Once again, for 300,000 years, we couldn't even know if the baby was ours. There was no way to tell if the baby was ours. Like if it, the only way we knew was how loyal our woman was. So that's why we give so much fucks about this loyalty. We really give a fuck about it because we don't have a fucking thing in our brain that tells us if the baby's ours or not. So we really give a fuck about loyalty. And if you're mad about it, once again, that's fine. But be happy with the betas and the fucking simps because that's all you're gonna get. There's not a real man that would ever be with you. So that's fine. If you want, and here's the thing.
Hold on,
Like-
hold on.
That's a
Pause.
lie.
Just pause real quick. So you were just earlier. You were just talking about how loyalty is number one, this, that, and the third, and
Mhm.
then you, like, on the back end of that, you also said that high value men are allowed to exercise their options while they're in relationships. So it's like, how can you expect loyalty from your woman if you can't even give that?
Okay, so loyalty for men and loyalty for women are two completely different things. I'll give you an example. No, listen, I'll give you an example. Would y'all rather have a part-time pimp or a full-time simp? A guy who part-time once a year, he's gonna go on he's gonna go on a work trip to LA, and he might smash a girl that one fucking time, and you're never gonna know about it. You're never gonna know about it. He just and it was a fling. He went to a bar and the girl was like, "You're so fucking sexy. I want to fuck you." It happened that quick, and it was that over. Okay, that guy. Would you rather that guy or the guy who the entire year long is a full-time simp? He is texting girls all the time. He's sending $10 to any time a girl asks him for $10. He's sending it. He doesn't fuck any of these girls, but he fully always is texting and always is giving money. He's giving his energy, attention, and time to other women.
I deal
Which
with
one
the-
would piss
the
you off
simp
more?
Definitely, because at least the
Simp
pimp,
for
he
sure.
not bringing home
Okay.
babies and
Why are
Okay,
you
thank you. So
entertaining
which one for you?
everybody? Why are you entertaining everybody?
You wouldn't want the simp. What about you? I think she already heard this, so she already knows the answer for this. But yeah, you don't want either one. You gotta pick one. Do it.
You had to pick.
Come on.
Let's be honest, ladies. If y'all wait until 40 to get married, and y'all gonna be stuck with either one of those.
I wouldn't want to
So
know.
you'd be okay with the possibility of an STD or a baby?
He ain't
just
gonna
for
bring no
but
STD or
you don't. But you don't know that.
But
because
let's
he
say,
went off
but
and
we're
fucked this
we're,
random
we're,
woman.
we're gonna say that this guy did it right. He used the condom. He's not bringing an STD back home
Who, the
for the
pimp?
one time that he did this. Yes, like the pimp. Yes, he's not bringing no STDs back just for the story. So which one you still choose?
It's just because it's seeing that in your face, someone who flirting with people, doing that all the time, even if they not fucking them, it's the same thing as, they cheating. Like, literally,
Yeah.
you're going to feel the same exact way.
It's gonna
If
make you
anything, it's
feel
more of a
something.
mental game at that point. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all both ain't playing fair anymore. Like,
Yeah. So what was your answer again? You would want the simp, right?
No, I wouldn't.
You would want the pimp. Which one would you want?
I guess the pimp.
Which one would you want again? Simp. And what would you want?
Pimp me, please.
Pimp. What about you?
I'll take the pimp.
What about you?
Yeah. I'll take
Okay, so I'll explain to y'all why your instant first reaction is that you would take the pimp over the simp. Is because a
don't-
guy's loyalty is through what he provides. And when I say provide, I don't just mean financial. I mean money, energy is me. Is money, is energy, attention, and time. Okay, so that's what y'all really, that's loyal to y'all. A guy that gives y'all that for a thing, that's true loyalty to y'all, because for once again, for hundreds of thousands of years, y'all are hardwired to be preparing for a baby. That's what women are hardwired for. Y'all are hardwired to, I need to take care of these things that come out my vagina. Okay, so because of that, y'all care about provisioning more than anything. And that's why y'all will choose the fucking pimp, is because y'all could say all day long that, but if we ask the same question to men, they would never allow a girl to sleep with another person. Like it's never going to be allowed ever. A guy will never take it. If we were getting married and the day before he finds out that you have 100 bodies, he might call off the fucking wedding. A woman's not going to do that. It's just not.
Yeah, and last time I checked, you ladies, if you want a wedding, you walk down that aisle with a white dress. You know what that white dress symbolizes?
Okay, here, virgin.
Purity, guys, purity. And
Purity.
there's something else that I wanted to go back to. That what did you say though? I can't remember. Man, I can't remember, but it had to do with that. Now I want to know: does the credit score matter to y'all? Do y'all give a shit about guys' credit score?
I would say yes, because if I feel like at a certain financial point in your life, credit is important. And once you get older, you start learning how much more value credit has than just having cash in your pocket. Because you can have a lot of cash, but credit to get you further sometimes.
Oh yeah, so I just remember what I was going to talk about. I wanted to say I do not promote cheating. So like here's you like brought up like the thing like, well guys, like you're telling guys like they cheat. Like the thing is, I understand that men are going to exercise their options, especially high value type of guys. And but I teach people on the show not to do it, like not to cheat and stuff. Like I don't want men to do that because I think it causes a hedonistic cycle for everybody to go out of a loop. But I understand that's gonna happen. You gotta understand, like just like how a guy has to understand that his woman might be hypergamous. What that means is women always go higher. It statistically shows a woman wants a guy who makes 58% more than them. So your woman might leave you because she's paying 75 and you're paying 25. And she's gonna go to a better person. Like hypergamy is they want somebody that's better than them, and that's just hardwired. Like once again, it's a provider thing. You want something better than you. Y'all want somebody taller, stronger, faster. That's how it works. But you can't get mad about it, like so you can't get mad about these guys cheating. You just got to understand they're alphas. They're alpha as fuck, and they got girls. And you gotta understand when the women are throwing themselves at them, it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, there's initially 8 of y'all on the panel, and all of y'all said y'all want a 6 foot, 6-figure man. Well, majority of y'all. So you can only imagine how
hard is it to get it?
Correct, because every woman wants that.
Everybody wants
it. Wants that.
And I'll tell you what, cooking and cleaning ain't gonna do shit to retain that.
Like here's the thing. Also, I'm not even a very attractive dude, and even I ran game really hard whenever I was single. Okay, so y'all need to understand that there's even guys like me that are 4s and 5s doing this shit. Like y'all can try to shoot for this crazy thing all the time, but if I was getting girls as easy as I was, imagine what those guys are getting. Like imagine the muscly ones, the basketball players. Imagine you can't compete.
Shout out to Tristan Thompson.
Yeah,
right.
But back to the credit score. Back to the credit score. Do you care about the guy's credit score?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care about his credit score?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What about you?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, depending on age. Like right now, I'm 23. I'm not
Yeah.
not marriage minded, but further on, probably yes, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And what about 401ks, IRA, HSA, like their savings? Do you care about that?
I wouldn't necessarily say like I care about it, but like with the credit score, obviously they're already in the right mindset of taking care of the rest of the things. So I wouldn't really have to necessarily worry about that.
Okay.
So.
What about you?
Not really right now.
Not really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Definitely.
Definitely.
I agree with you.
Okay. I'm going to tell y'all why it's a really big deal, though, because in 30 years, if you do the math, like our parents right now that are retiring, they only need about $1.5 to $2 million to retire right now if they're 60 years old, 58 years old. In 20, 30 years, when you do the math, our generation is going to need $4 to $5 million. And if you start doing the savings right now and you max out your IRA at $19,000 a year, and you not IRA, your 401k at $19,000, your IRA at $6,000, your HSA at $7,500, if you max out these things, you're still barely going to hit like 8 or 9 million, I think. So, and most people aren't even doing half of what I just said. They're not even doing a quarter of it. They're not even matching their 401k all the way. So honestly, you should ask your man about his 401k. You should make sure he's maxing it. I'm telling you, like, you want to be complimentary to him? That's something that like y'all need. You're gonna want.
Like that, so
y'all need a bigger savings as much as possible, because everybody doesn't realize that we're gonna have the biggest generation of people at 70, 80 years old still working before they die, and it's gonna because Yeah, and women before almost always relied on a man for retirement. So think about how many women are boss babes today, independent women, and they're not sitting there going and getting maxing out their IRA $6,000 a year, their HSA for $7,500. They're not doing that shit. So so if you're a single woman, first off, you need to definitely start doing that shit right now if you can. And if you're, and y'all should look for guys with this type of stuff. I like to give dating advice and say, ask these guys these type of questions even on the first date, because everybody's wasting so much time now. Be like, yo, like, how good are you doing in these kinds of fields of life? Like, don't ask specifically because you can scare people, but you should try to get an idea of how far people are in life right now.